I mean, insomnia, you got to work on the sleep hygiene. Sleep is, again, exceedingly important. I mean, it's probably the most important thing. If you don't sleep at the right time and you don't go to bed at the right time and get adequate sleep, your whole life is destroyed. I think, dogs, 2 weeks and they're dead, they don't sleep. And, sleeping is as essential as being awake. But anyway, so if you're having trouble sleeping, it really depends on what you've got to check out I don't know your situation. I look at your hormones. You got to look at your cortisol. Are you stressed? Then you have a slow rise to cortisol in the morning, and then your cortisol peaks like in the afternoon, and it keeps you up at night. There's situations like that. There's many situations, it could be your exposure to these kinds of this madness, electronic madness. Could be exposure to that. But other than that, I mean, Kava has been used. I mean, I think they even have Kava bars in Arizona now. I can't believe it. I remember when you could only get that like in Vanuatu and Fiji and places like that. So anyway, there's Kava. Melatonin's very important, but you shouldn't really need anything if we can get your whole life in order, right? And it starts with sleeping. I get that. I understand. That's a very important question. So insomnia, you just have to start going to bed earlier and earlier and earlier. You've got to make sure you got a mask on. You've got to make sure your ears are plugged. Even if you think you can't, even if you think it's quiet and you think it's dark, do it anyway. It's a whole new world. And then make sure the room's cool. Make sure you've already emptied your mind on a pad and paper. You've written out all the things you need to do, things you're going to do, things you should have done, things you won't get to, and all those kinds of things, right? So those are essential to have emptied your mind first. We call it mind enema. I mean, you can call it many things, but mind enema is cool. You got to empty the mind. Be cool in a cool room. Hug a blanket. Lay down. Close your eyes and just listen to your breathing in and out. Just listen. And if your mind goes over here, just get it back on your breathing. Okay, it's really, and you got to just do it. You got to just do it. Right, and then what I'm saying is that melatonin is important. We all have damaged pineal glands, as you know, from fluoride, and they've been putting it in our systems for multiple decades now. So I mean, in water. Anyway, we all know that fluorosis affects the pineal gland significantly, where melatonin is made. Right, plus all the other upsets that we have in our world. So the point is, you need melatonin.